of Fig Tree Anglican Church this weekend, our maturity minister Shane heads off to Africa for a couple of weeks. We're sending him and I'll pass over to him to tell you a little bit more about what he'll be doing.
You know, friends, one of the first words I learnt from Robin Kinstead was one he made up himself, disciplication. And what disciplication is about the multiplication of disciple-making disciples. And I got to tell you, it's been a great season for disciplication here at Fig Tree Anglican Church. Last night, our PTC class came to study 9 of 10 of their progress through Promise to Fulfillment. And what's really exciting is that so many of those who are studying in that group are either life group leaders or teachers in Christian schools and people leading different ministry spaces who aren't simply going to bless their own lives, but in the spirit of disciplication are going to bless others with the things that they have learned. And I'm excited that next week, Logan Brayley, who came to our intern program all those years ago and is now part of the ministry team, will be teaching the final week of PTC. Where will I be? Well, in the spirit of disciplication, you're sending me to Rwanda. I'll be in Rwanda for about 2.5 weeks with our brother in the Lord, Reverend Stephen Liggins. We're there in partnership with African Enterprise. And what are we doing? We're teaching PTC to pastors and ministry leaders in Rwanda. Last year we had about 45 of them there. So it's such an exciting time to have the things that I have been taught, things that I can take over to Rwanda and invest in other ministry leaders with. Again, not so they might sit on those and be blessed just themselves, but they might be a mutual blessing to the people they lead. This is the spirit of disciplication. Disciples who make disciple-making disciples. It's all very exciting. What will we be learning? Well, we're going to teach them Doctrine 1, which, similar to what we've just covered in the Nicene Creed, is all about, well, after I've read the scriptures, what are the things I believe? So we'll look at Doctrine 1 for most of our time. We're going to look into Biblical Theology 2, which is about understanding how does the Bible hang together and how do I use the scriptures to form doctrine. And we're going to spend some time in the book of Ephesians as well, written by the Apostle Paul. So we'd love your prayers as we travel this Saturday in the spirit of disciplication to bless our African brothers and sisters in Rwanda. God bless you.
Thanks, Shane. Well, here at Fig Tree, we have a number of events coming up. This coming Sunday afternoon, our latest Christianity Explored course begins. If you'd like more information, just head to the website figtree.church/events. Ladies, your teaching series starts next week. 3 different women from within our church community will be teaching from the Gospel of John, chapters 14, 15 and 16 over the next 3 Tuesday evenings. Again, more information on the website. Next Wednesday, the 6th of May, our seniors and retirees are invited to gather for their monthly morning tea get-together. As always, held in the foyer here at Fig Tree Anglican Church, starting at 10 a.m. It's a lovely opportunity to get together. Members from across all the congregations, including our wonderful folks up at Mount Kembla, all are welcome. So just turn up and be ready to enjoy food and fellowship with others. Now, earlier this week, you should have received a letter from me in an email that outlined Fig Tree Anglican Church's current financial situation. This is important information. I really want us to all be on board and aware of what's going on. So if you have received that email and not yet read that letter, I really encourage you, please do have a read. And if you're a member of our church and you did not for some reason receive that email, you can either get in touch with the office this week, or you can pick up a paper copy, a number of which will be available across the services this Sunday. Now, following on from that, our new sermon series, which kicks off at all services at Fig Tree this Sunday, will focus on giving. It's entitled Grace in Giving, and this will form part of our annual Gift Day series, with Gift Day itself the last Sunday in May. 2 things to note. Firstly, you will see on the back of the chairs in the auditorium a QR code. This will give us another way to be able to give for our regular giving. And secondly, this Sunday, get ready for an intentional giving moment, which we're going to reintroduce across services every week. And this will help us with our launch for Gift Day itself. For more information about any of these events I've mentioned, or to register for them, check in with the events page on our website. Once again, figtree.church/events. And do make sure that you keep an eye on our socials so that you can stay up to date with all that is going on. In the meantime, God bless you and keep you, and see you Sunday.